Hi guys, I am back and today I have something other than an empties video. It is a declutter video. So kind of in the same realm where I'm clearing things out of my house, out of my stash here. But I have been seeing a few declutter videos recently and I have been staring at my stuff like I really need to go through this, and I've been thinking that for like a while now, but the declutter videos that I've seen recently have really inspired me to do so. So I spent maybe like 2 hours going through everything: lip products, face, blush, bronzer, eyeshadow, and getting rid of things, but also like cleaning the things that I have, dusting things off, reorganizing. I did a lot of reorganization as well. But I just have so many things. Some of them are nostalgic, some of them are like just gold and 2015 makeup. Yeah, some of them are that old. And so I'm just like, I feel like people who love makeup like can find the nostalgia in talking about it with me. So I'm just gonna go ahead and kind of rifle through. I have a ton of stuff. So I have this whole Torrid bag full of makeup. You can kind of see it there. My lovely fiance wanted to make a very sassy comment when I like showed him all the things that I ended up getting rid of, and he's like, well, isn't that just a lot of wasted money? And I'm like, first of all, sir, I used to work at Ulta for 7 years, so a lot of this stuff is gifted or gratis or heavily discounted, or like I said, gifts from brand reps, things like that. A lot of this actually is that. Some of it is stuff I purchased myself. Some of it is gifts from like my mom, for example. She used to buy a lot of my makeup growing up. And like, while I am so thankful for all the things I have in here, there is a festival happening like 2 blocks away from my house. And so there have been sirens nonstop today. I don't know if it was because of the parade or if like real reasons for sirens. Also, I live next to the hospital too, so lots of extra sirens. I apologize. What was I saying before I was so rudely interrupted by the sirens? I don't know. Let's go ahead and just kind of jump into some of this stuff. And I'll just show you. I don't even know where to start because this is just like literally chock full. A lot of it, I will have to say, a vast majority of it is lip products. So yeah, let's just get started. You wanna know what else I decided to declutter is my old wet brush. I mean, this thing has seen way better days. It's disgusting. Actually, please don't judge me. I have 2 new wet brushes just sitting in my closet waiting to be used. I'm like, why the heck am I still using this old wet brush? So that's a declutter. Let's start with this guy that I am decluttering. Too Faced Chocolate Gold Palette. Do you guys remember when this came out? I do. I think I purchased this. Honestly, it still smells really good. It really does. I just am no longer really a huge fan of these shades, and then some of these eyeshadows, like this one in particular and this one, have like that kind of weird kind of ring around where I don't know if that's mold or, ooh, that just like literally blinded me. But anyways, this I have not used in literal years. It has just been sitting on my vanity, and you can tell I got like a little bit of use. I mean, this shade, this shade, this shade, this shade, like those are my wheelhouse shades, so of course I got good use out of those. But yeah, just not something I have been gravitating towards, obviously, and it looks a little worse for wear, so this is going in the garbage. So a couple complexion things, there might be more in there, but this is just kind of what I saw at the top. And again, like when my boyfriend, oh my God, my fiance that demoted him, that comment demoted him to boyfriend. When he made that comment, it kind of like, he didn't really mean it like in any type of way particularly, like I think he was joking, but like when you look at how much of these products I actually have used over time, like it really also is not that big of a waste. Anyways, this LA Girl Pro Coverage foundation that was the HD foundation that was like a dupe for the what was it, Makeup Forever HD foundation. This I clearly got a lot of use out of. It has clearly separated. I again have not used that for years. This I remember getting for free from the NARS brand rep when I worked at Ulta. So this is the NARS Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation. Again, I used like about half of it. This was never a favorite foundation of mine. And you can see it has also separated. So that is going. This I remember getting on clearance at Ulta when Amazing Cosmetics was being clearanced out. So sniffing your old makeup products is like one of the best ways to find out if it's still good or not. Honestly, it still smells okay. It is just very old and I just don't need another luminizing primer, so that is going. These are going. So I have quite a big ColourPop collection, and I went through a bunch of the highlighters, and pretty much all of the highlighters are still perfectly fine. They have not dried out. I was swatching a bunch of things going through this process as well. The blushes, however, did dry out. So that's kind of weird to me how actually I think the highlighters are older, but the blushes dried out faster. So I have this shade in Thumper. I would have to say this is probably the favorite shade that I had of all the ColourPop blushes. This orange shade in Tongue Tied, and this pink one in Hysterical. And then of the highlighters, I decided to get rid of this one. It's called Monster. This is perfectly fine. It's just not a shade I really like. It kind of has like a purpley pink iridescence to it, just not a favorite. So all of those are gone. This was a favorite. So this is the Mally Glowing Goddess highlighter. It says Illuminizer on it. Also carried Mally for a short while. This is so pretty and I used to love this, but it literally stinks like chemicals. So that is going. These two blushes, I remember I got a ton of these from BH Cosmetics a while ago. I had already decluttered like half of them and I kept my two favorite, but these are, they need to go. First of all, I don't reach for them. I don't use them. They are very old and like the quality of them just like isn't the best. It's BH Cosmetics. So these were like little blush highlighter duos. These are going. Another complexion thing, this is Stila One Step Primer. Again, you can see I used maybe a fourth of it. I don't remember ever liking this or not liking it. It was just sitting around and I didn't even open this or like play with it to see how it smells, but it's just been it's been around for way too long and it needs to go. Another thing that I used to love is this Sonia Kashuk bronzer. This is the Goddess Illuminating Bronzer, and you can see it truly is like very sheeny. This I used to really like. It is very orangey though. It smells horrible now, and it's just really not like that wearable anymore. So this is going. Another thing that I was a little upset to get rid of is this Urban Decay Jean-Michel Basquiat, I think that's how you say it. He's an artist. He did a collab with Urban Decay. I remember getting this super cheap at Ulta. This obviously is a blush highlighter bronzer. The bronzer was never my favorite because it's too orange. I really did like the blushes and highlighter. And you can see like I really did get use out of this. Sorry for the sun glare. But I have not reached for this in years and it kind of just takes up space. And again, it's old, so it's going. Some more Stila products. This first one here is the Stila Smoldering Satin. What is this? What is this called? Magnificent Metals Glitter and Glow Liquid Eyeshadow. This, do you guys remember these? These were so good. I used to love them. This is completely dried out. I did use these quite a bit. So I don't think that was a waste. I do remember buying that full price. In this Stila blush, I actually tried using this recently and it made me look like a clown. So we're just getting rid of it. It's not a shade that I like. I can't remember when or how I got that, but that's going. I remember saving money to buy these. These are the Clinique, what are they even called? Pop Lip Shadow. They are like there's another car, I apologize, making a lot of noise. They're like a powder lip product. It's like in there, you dip this in. I kind of used to use these as like liners or like a matte lip color. They just like really don't stay in here, and so they're kind of dried out and they're just really not really this color. I still probably would wear this color. I probably wouldn't. But I remember when these came out, like saving money to buy these, and I really used to like them, but they're just old and like I said, packaging flaw, and so they're just going. This I was really bummed about actually having to get rid of. This is the Tarte Sugar Rush Sparkler. This I was really bummed about having to get rid of. This is the Tarte Sugar Rush Sparkler Shadow Stick in Bronze. This I didn't get that long ago, but it is totally dried out. I even tried to like twist it up a ton and just kind of like chop off like a layer of dried product, but it's totally dry. But this was so pretty. I used to love wearing this as an eyeliner. You can kind of see it just a little bit on my hand there, but oh, what I hated about the packaging though is even though I just twisted this all the way up, now I can't twist it all the way down, so that's really annoying. We're just gonna smush that in there since it's going in the garbage anyways. Not to be redundant, I'm just gonna go through all these together. These are all matte liquid lipsticks. Do we remember these? Obviously we do. Very 2015. You could tell some of them have green dots, so that means I either got them for free or used to wear them at work. So you also can tell, and I'll show you like other lipsticks in there, that I used to love this like purple, magenta, lilac color. So we have an Anastasia one, we have a Urban Decay Vice, we have a Kylie, we have a NYX, we have a Tarte, we have an Ulta, we have a Unique, and we have a Too Faced. All of these, I open them, smell horrible. They literally smell like paint. And also, okay, now that's the second time I've dropped that. They also just are not something I'm wearing. I'm a lip gloss girly. I always have been. I hated these even when they used to be popular. I just wore them to wear them. They are long lasting, so I gotta give it that. But anyways, these are all going in the trash. Speaking of, I do also just want to make a disclaimer that like I would give this stuff away or like see if my friends want it if it were still good, but none of this is still good, which is why I'm getting rid of it. So don't come at me for that, okay? Like, we're not donating this, we're not giving it to friends, it's all going in the garbage as it should. Going back to like grouping, I told you a lot of this is lip products by the way, but going back to grouping like similar products. Now there's an airplane going past. I am so sorry. We have cars, planes, helicopters, emergency vehicles. We have a lot going on here, but I'm going to push through. So these at some point were all like viral at the time. Lip products. So these two are the Maybelline lipsticks that used to be viral. What are they called? Color Sensational. These two colors are not colors I'd wear anymore, and they are also very old. These two CoverGirl Oh Sugar lip balms. These actually, you can see I used to bring this one to work with me because it has my initials on it. These actually I got like a decent amount of use on, but they also melt very easily. So these are gone. These, do we remember these? The Revlon Color Burst Lip Butters. I was obsessed with these. This color though, orange, like why would I ever? So that's going. These Maybelline, oh my God, what are these called? The Elixir Color Sensational Lip Glosses. These had their moment. Doesn't actually smell bad, but I know for a fact that this is very old, so it is going. These, the Jumbo Crayon things. These are the Revlon Just Fit and Kissable Balm Stain in the shade Honey. Do you remember how viral this was? Everyone wanted this, and I had to get my hands on it, and here we are. This I used quite a bit. I don't feel bad throwing that out. These NYX Lip Butter lipsticks, again, like what was I doing with the orange? Someone tell me, but this is entirely way too old. And these, what are these? Rimmel, the ones from Kate, who was this person that did a collab? I don't know, but it's this Rimmel lipstick that was viral and it's way too old. More of those like jumbo crayons from Tarte. These are way, way, way too old. And then I had this Essence pink mascara laying around. Never gonna wear this. This is going. Some more matte lipsticks that I wouldn't wear. This one though, do you guys remember this? It's by the brand The Balm. They had these Meet Matte nude lipsticks. These were viral for a while. And then this like little Tarte one I think I got as a birthday gift. And then this NYX one. And then I have my hands full here of all these ColourPop lipsticks. These are like a ColourPop's first iteration of their lipsticks. These I actually really liked. And these two shades I probably would still wear if they weren't so old. These two shades I wouldn't. So you can tell from a lot of the colors of these shades, this is when that like ox blood, like maroon, very deep color was in. And I never feel like I looked good in that color, but I wore it to be trendy, and so I'm not keeping that around. And then these Urban Decay lipsticks, I'm pretty sure I got all of these for free. I used to work with this prestige manager at Ulta that if I like sold like 5 lipsticks that day, he would let me pick one out, and so a lot of these I got for free. And you can tell, like, I used to love this like pinky purple magenta color. Like I used to love it, but these are all way too old, and so all of these are going. These 3 things actually aren't that old, but I'm just decluttering them. Like for example, this CoverGirl BB cream, it expired, and it has, does it have SPF in it? No, it doesn't, but it expired, and I've actually already repurchased it. It was on sale for $5 at Ulta, so like that's something I like and I use and I've repurchased, but this one's just old. And this I ended up, I don't even know if it was free or something from Ulta, and I thought it was just like a cool product. It's an under eye primer base. I thought that it would like help keep concealer on, but it just didn't really do anything. It was just an extra step. I just didn't like it, so we're getting rid of that. And then this Dose of Colors, I remember getting this on clearance at Ulta. Honestly, it's still fine. See, like this is the one thing probably out of this whole thing that I would actually like see if a friend wanted, because this is not that old, and it's still fine. It's just not a color that I like. Like I don't really love this kind of like orangey toned, very warm toned gold color, but that was cool because it came with a like cream base and then this like pigment eyeshadow on the bottom, but I just don't use this, and so this is going. Some other Maybelline classics, okay? The Maybelline Color Tattoo eyeshadows, Bad to the Bronze. Like, come on. I could say that name in my freaking nightmares because this was so sought after. You can tell I used that like quite a bit. This was like the base of 2015. And then I have this one that I also kind of use quite a bit for it to be like this like duochrome color. I do also have like a pink based one somewhere. I might have already thrown it out, but I had like 4 or 5 of these. And then the Maybelline Baby Lips, I think that they like rebranded these and rebrought them out. This was this bright electric pink color. It didn't like go on that color, but this still smells good. If you know the scent of Baby Lips, you know the scent of Baby Lips. Oh, this smells, it just like brings you back 2015. So I keep referencing 2015 because like that was 100% where when I wore a bunch of these things, like senior year of high school, first year of college. That's when all of these were like very, very popular. There's really not a ton I still need to go through. I'm not going to go through these individually, but these are all just a plethora of either cream, gel, or liquid eyeliners that have either gone off, as in are very, very dry, or are very, very old. So these are all going. Then I just have like some other random like Ulta brand and like one Essence brand like single eyeshadows that I used to use. These I'm sure I all got for free because Ulta used to give away free product, Ulta brand, all the time with purchases, or it would be like $2 for a single eyeshadow. Those were the good days. So I used to have a ton of these. I like already like decluttered once in my lifetime and got rid of a ton more, but now these are just kind of the lingering ones, and these are all going. This one hurt my heart to go. This is a old Makeup Forever lipstick in the shade, actually I couldn't even tell you because Makeup Forever only has numbers, and the numbers are I don't even want to show this to you. This is disgusting. The numbers are totally gone from the bottom. I couldn't even tell you what that is, but I remember saving for this lipstick and buying it from Sephora and coveting this lipstick, and it did actually melt in my car. That's fun. And now it's just been laying around for forever, so this is going in the garbage. Just some like last like cool iconic things. The rest in there is just like Ulta brand lip gloss, Ulta brand lipstick, like just things that aren't that exciting. But I purchased this Becca cooling under eye primer. What was my obsession with under eye primers? Anyways, this did nothing and it's very old and dried out, so that's going. This Urban Decay Afterglow blush in this purple color. What is it? Bittersweet. I don't know why I would ever. I remember getting this for free, but like, why would I pick out this shade? Who knows? Gone. And then this was iconic in its time. This is the Benefit Ka-Brow Brow Pomade. I used to use this thing every single day for those like chiseled brows. This shade was number 3. It actually is like a really good shade for me. And this was the one that came with the little brush. I honestly contemplated keeping this because it's not like it smells bad. I just think actually it does smell bad. I take that back. But anyways, it also is more so that like this type of brow just like isn't what we go for anymore, what I go for anymore. So this is going. All right, well, if you made it this far in the video, thank you for sticking with me and kind of going down memory lane with some of those old lip products and other products that I'm decluttering. Like I said, all of this is going straight into the trash. And I will see you guys later, probably with an empties video. Bye.